out of here?
No.
Oh.
Where?
Grab him.
Hi.
You get him?
I forgot to get it.
All right. I've got to go to the next thing.
Okay.
Let me give you all a rundown before we...
Yeah, sounds good.
Okay.
We saw
How you
you
doing?
just good. How are you?
Good.
It's always great to see you.
How's your dad?
Dad is great. Dad is ready to come back and visit here and see
Good.
me.
I have to go. Actually, I've got to go to... I'll give you the whole thing. And then I got to run.
Yeah,
So,
sounds good.
just wanted to give it to him also.
Yeah, absolutely. He's just grabbing his microphone, he said.
Awesome. And we're clearing out of here in the next 10 minutes.
Well, that seems relatively easy.
We just got her in custody.
Was she putting up a fight, or was
What's
that
coming
just...
out? What's coming out? What do you do?
Did she just wake up this morning on the wrong side of the bed, decide she's going to shoot her boyfriend?
I don't know. I really don't know.
Yikes. Oh my gosh, there's this bug that keeps flying around my face.
It's miserably hot.
Mm-hmm. Disgusting.
Who do I have here?
You have 5 and us.
Yeah.
Haven't seen 25.
Hey, I'm going to give 5 and 12 the rundown, and then I've got to go get ready for going down to 5. So I'm going to... Whoever's not here is going to be out of luck with me. I'll take care of who's here, and then we can do a follow-up. It's pretty cut and dry, actually. So, Parkway. Yeah. Yep. You can go wherever you want. I mean, I'm literally going to clear here, and depending on how long-winded they are.
Hopefully pretty quick and easy.
All right, they're going to be out of luck with me, though, because I've got to go change and get back ready to roll. So, okay, good to go.
Other crazy stuff going down?
No, so I'm going down to 5's room to do one of those, I don't know what they are, live tape. Yeah, to the point.
To the point, what's that? Straight to the point, I guess.
I'm doing it with you all also next week.
Oh, cool.
But I've got to go home and get in a more appropriate uniform. And
That's not appropriate?
so, not
Seems
for
very
that.
official.
Yeah, I know. I won't look that.
Well, congratulations on
Thank
Sheriff-elect.
Thank you. I know.
That's pretty exciting.
It's exciting, it's humbling, it's honoring,
Absolutely.
and I'm petrified also. I've got big shoes
Absolutely.
to
That
fill.
makes sense. Big role to come into.
All right, I'm ready.
Awesome.
Give me a half
Jackson?
second. Yep. And then I'm ready.
And then
we're
just
also
look straight
streaming.
ahead.
Fine.
Yeah, we are streaming.
Tell me when you're ready.
Good to go?
Yep.
You good?
Is Mike good?
Yep, sounds good.
All right, easiest question, first and last name, and spell it for us.
Yes. Do you want me to look at you, by the way?
Oh, look straight
Okay,
ahead.
got it. First name is John, John. Last name is Budensiek, Budensiek, Chief Deputy, Martin County Sheriff's Office.
All right, tell us a little bit about what is happening here today.
I'll tell you what I know. Keep in mind this is an active scene, and I don't have all the information, even though I've been here for the last hour. But earlier this morning, we received a call of a male that was shot. Our deputies and fire rescue arrived and found a male who was suffering from a gunshot wound through the abdomen, lower abdomen, and we learned from him, who was conscious and breathing and able to give us a good description of our suspect, that his girlfriend had shot him with a small caliber bullet. The male was flown to Lawnwood. I don't know his condition. I do know he was alert and breathing, again, as I said, when he was flown away. Then we transitioned from care for him to trying to take this female into custody. We knew where she lived, and we had a pretty good idea that she was in the apartment, so we set up a perimeter. She would not come out. Our negotiators made multiple attempts to call her, and she just refused to make contact with us. Our SWAT team was called, and again tried to negotiate through our loudspeaker, giving her phone numbers a call. She was non-cooperative, stayed in the apartment, and a few minutes ago they deployed some measures that forced her to come out. So about 5 minutes ago, she came out and surrendered to us. I will give you her name if you let me look at my phone here for a second.
Absolutely.
Her name is Jessica Sukmana. I'll spell it, yes. Sukmana. She is a female born in 1978. And right now, our detectives are now getting a search warrant for the apartment to recover the weapon that was fired and starting the interview process with her. So that's what we're dealing with right now. I'm happy to try to answer any questions as best I can, given the circumstances.
At this time, given the circumstances, do we know if Jessica has any prior criminal or mental health history?
We do know, based on social media posts that we've been mining through while we've been out here on scene, that she has talked about being bipolar and having mental illness. So we know that that's absolutely a part of this equation. As far as her recent arrest or arrest, I'm not sure if she indeed has any arrests with us.
And what time did this call come in this morning?
I'd have to go back and look at it. I've been here a while, I've lost track of time, but we've been here for a couple hours on scene.
Where did the shooting happen?
It happened in the apartment that you can see behind me where SWAT just cleared. It happened in their apartment that they reside in together. It's a boyfriend-girlfriend scenario.
And between the time that he got shot, how long did it take for her to come out? How long was that standoff?
She just came out about 5-10 minutes ago, so we've had a standoff with her for the last hour and a half, maybe a little bit longer. Again, I've kind of lost track of time.
Can you confirm that she is a white woman, brown hair, maybe purple shirt?
The lady that you just saw, are you asking me that?
I saw a female being taken out with her handcuffs.
So that is the female.
Okay.
The female that you saw is the female that we have in custody. I was there. She's shorter, dark hair, white female, yes.
And so the boyfriend, was he shot inside this apartment and then just walked out? Or how did that situation, I guess, go?
So as best we can tell, he was shot at the apartment, we believe inside, and then he went to a neighbor's apartment where they called 911 and helped render aid until fire rescue and Martin County Sheriff's Office could arrive.
And so what charges at this time, I know it's early, is she looking at facing?
We've got to piece it together. I hate to speculate right now. We want to interview her. We want to get her side of the story. So I don't want to go down. It's too early for me to speculate.
And should anyone else here in this area be concerned or have anything to worry about?
So we evacuated the surrounding houses. And of course, at that time, they had something to worry about. But now the scene is secure. She is in custody. There will be law enforcement activity here as the detectives transition into getting a search warrant and processing the house and recovering the evidence. But it's a safe, static scenario now.
And what all agencies are here aiding in this effort?
So the Martin County Sheriff's Office is what you're dealing with now. I believe, I'm not sure if they pulled up yet, but Martin County Fire Rescue is now coming to evaluate her. We did deploy gas, and she was complaining about not being able to breathe. She'll be okay. The gas actually won't kill her, obviously. So they're here, and they were obviously here earlier to transport the victim.
What kind of measures did you take? One, it being an armed person in a house, barricaded, and two, knowing that she might be, the problems that she may have had.
So it's kind of two tracks. One, we wanted to be thoughtful. We know mental illness is a problem, but we also had an armed gunman barricaded in her apartment. So we did try to negotiate. She just never would allow us to establish contact with her. We called the numbers that we knew that she had. She would not answer. If you were listening to our announcements, we announced over and over and over, come out or call this number. She did neither. So we had to transition to the tactical side. We deployed a robot, which gave us kind of an idea of what the house looked like inside, where she may be in the apartment. And then she still refused to come out, and they deployed gas. And even then, I mean, we've been deploying gas probably over the course of 15, 20 minutes. Normally they respond immediately. She still stayed in there until we put so much gas into the apartment where she was forced to come out.
And once you made contact with her, was she physical? Did she put up a fight, or did she come up pretty easy at that point?
So they were trying to negotiate, or trying to talk to her through the loudspeaker, and then all of a sudden she literally just popped out of the front door and made a beeline to our armored vehicle, which was sitting out there. And she was not really cooperative at that point. They were trying to tell her, stop, put your hands up, and she just walked to them. They grabbed a hold of her and took her into custody.
And we were told SWAT is here. Just want to confirm that's correct, right?
They are. So SWAT, Road Patrol got here initially and set up a really good perimeter, and then SWAT came and took over. They have more gear, they have more training, and so it's actually safer for them to be here and take control of this situation.
And last question from me. I think you already touched on this, but where does it go from here? What happens next?
So the next thing we're going to deal with, we're going to interview her, get her side of the story. We have detectives at the hospital If he's not sedated and having surgery, they're going to try to interview him and get more information from our victim. And then we're going to do a search warrant on this apartment back here to recover the weapon that was fired and gather any more information we can get to try to piece together what led up to this shooting this morning.
Was anyone evacuated in the home near the home?
Yes, so it's a duplex, and they actually share attic space, which we were concerned about her crossing into the other apartment. The opposite side was evacuated, and then all the surrounding homes were evacuated because at that point we didn't know if she absolutely could have shot out the window and somebody else could have been in jeopardy.
Were there any other shots coming from the house after the initial shooting of the boyfriend?
No, the shots you likely heard, were gas deployments from some of their gas guns. So if you get reports of shots fired, they were gas deployments from gas guns.
I'm seeing a lot of law enforcement on the street here. Can you give us a number approximate, like how many there might have been asked to come in here and deal with this?
I would, again, I'm not looking at what you're looking at right now. I would say around 30. This is a complex scene. You have the detectives, you have negotiators, you have the SWAT team, you have the shift that was on duty that initially responded. There's a lot going on here, a lot of moving pieces that we had to navigate through this morning.
You had a helicopter, you had SWAT team here, anything else? You had K9, anything else that you guys deployed other than the robot?
You mentioned them. We had aviation up in case, we had to also worry. We believe she was in the apartment. We thought we saw movement in the apartment, but we were also worried about her being mobile outside of the apartment, and we didn't want to be fixated on just the apartment and let our guard down and her actually be wandering around behind us. So Road Patrol was covering a larger perimeter, SWAT was covering the immediate perimeter.
Anything to say everything is over, it's Friday, everyone gets home to go see their families?
Well, we're proud of the work that's been done by the Martin County Sheriff's Office. She's alive, so we can take care of her and deal with whatever her issues are. Martin County Fire Rescue did a phenomenal job, as they always do. Came out, treated our patient. We're hoping he's going to be okay. And then our citizens really worked with us. They were understanding, hey, it's time to go. They didn't argue. They just moved along, and they helped us do our job. So we appreciate all the people that were involved in this scene.
At this time, the scene is somewhat clear, or everyone who was evacuated is allowed back in their homes?
So all the people that were evacuated, we're going to allow them back. SWAT, they'll do a debrief. They always talk through what they did. They'll do a debrief, and then they'll eventually, if they're not already, they'll make their way and go back home or back on shift. And then the detectives will be here again sorting through the house, and it'll take a couple hours just to get the search warrant signed, and then they'll process it with crime scene.
All good. We
All
got a
right,
truck behind
thanks
us.
so much.
You good?
We
Thank you,
appreciate your
guys.
time.
It was pretty hot there, but thank God I got guys throwing me water.
Yeah, so good.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
So thank you guys.
Thank you.
See you. Yes.
Thanks. Great to see you as
Yes.
always.
Tell Papa said hi.
I will,
See
of
you.
course.
Hey, I haven't got a chance to congratulate you. Appreciate you.
Yep.
Carrying the crown.
Hey, you good, chap? All right, you going back to work?
Well, we got to debrief, but yeah. I'm here for the rest of the day.
You guys appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, guys. See you.
Chief, is there
Yeah.
any updates on the drowning issue? I don't know if they
Unfortunately, so the other sides, the biological parents have flown into town, and we took care of the kids last night to make sure they were okay. I know some of them were adults, they were traumatized. It's an accident. So, yes.
Interview Chief Boone right here, okay?
Sorry, I've got to get another
Close that computer up. I don't need your name.
Okay.